Nathan Young, he's a teenager, right? But what experience that he's collecting as Matt Dunstone, two-time Canadian junior gold medalist, and Nathan Young playing in a Brier before he'll play in his first Canadian junior.
Now Saskatchewan forcing the play to the middle, even though there's two corner guards. You can see that with those four stones grouped around the forefoot.
So Mickey, here we are. We're James Grattan. We're red. We're down by 4, and we're still in the middle of the game, but we're down by 4. So the acceptable outcome here is scoring 2. Scoring 1's really not going to do that much for you. 2, 3, that's fantastic. Giving up a steal is death. You're shaking hands, I suppose. So that's what he's gunning for. The rock situation, I look at this and I just see a sea of yellow. And James looks at this and he thinks, well, this is an opportunity to get something going.
Yeah, he just sees rocks that he can use to try and get his rocks into a difficult to remove place. Like we said a couple of times in the book, your goal here when you're desperate to score, your first step is to put a rock where they can't remove it, and then see what happens. So that's first. So that's what he tries.
The big optional shot is just start killing yellows, or tapping yellows and trying to roll over. I suppose those are the two big options.
Yeah, I mean you're down 4. There are 2 corner guards up, and you've got 4 rocks left. So maybe there's some argument for eliminating yellows and getting behind the guards at the same time. Like maybe make a Y1-3 double and roll behind R1 corner, or you make the Y1-4 double and roll behind the R2 corner. And both of those leave you with a makeable double again with your next one. So if you make a perfect double and roll and then they peel and you make another double, yeah, you have 2 or 3 in play. But the double and roll with like some kind of firm hitting weight is like I don't know, 1 in 3, 1 in 5, 1 in 10. I don't know. Yeah. It's just so rare. So he just has to make a decision here. Are you going to try and eliminate and get behind the corner guards? Or are you going to use these, give up on the corner guard concept and use these? Like I said, if these rocks were positioned differently, if there was 4 yellows all on the center line, 1 top button, 1 top 4, 1 top 8, and 1 top 12, or a tight guard, yeah, he'd be hitting something because there's no chance. But these are kind of spread around a little bit. There's some rocks in different sort of width, so you can use them as a pocket. Like you're looking, guards and pockets are both good. Frankly, pockets are quite often better because even if you go behind the corner guard, he can run it back and make the double. But a pocket, it's a 2-shot play. So I think he just decides, his best chance. He's desperate. He's down 4. Let's face it, he's desperate. So let's use the pocket. See what happens. Yeah, you can get behind either one of those guards. The problem being, if Flash recognizes it's still early in the game, there's 4.5 ends to play. He's probably not going to start peeling. In 5 rock nowadays, people play defense by, we used to call it the swarming defense. You just put rocks in play and put rocks in good positions and make it hard to remove. So you go behind the guard, your 5th shot. Now let's say he throws a tight center guard guarding half the 1 and half of the 2. Now you're bashing stuff back for your next 2 or 3 shots just to try and see daylight. So you might get a miss, sure, but I don't know how you ever bring 5th shot back into play. You have to make like 4 back-to-back doubles or something. So it's probably too late to just play the straight draw.
So I think for Colton, he would have picked up what he's prepared to have and what he's not prepared to have as input.
Well, I think he should have probably nosed that red with control weight or something, and just leave your yellow in front of it and blast away. But there's still 4.5 ends to play. So he sees still this as, I'm not done yet. He knows how it can work in 5 rock. Give up a 3 ball. It's a 1-point game. So He still kind of was thinking, oh, well, I can't kill that. Let's try and steal.
Okay, so we see his next call is just to start bumping some of this stuff around.
Yeah, and what your mindset is here, try to not leave any doubles, because Flash will, if he can get rid of 2 reds, he will certainly do it. So he's trying to leave the angle in such a way that there are no doubles. So he gets rid of that one top 4. He gets a little bit lucky, I think, the way it turned out, but by leaving those yellows in play, as we talked about earlier, now there are catchers all over the place, and Flash can't make this. Flash can't make this this double because it catches, right? So like if this yellow wasn't here, Flash would be playing this double all day long and get rid of them both and let him try and find a way to navigate a deuce. But because the yellow's there, this guy jams. This one's gone, but now this one jams, so he can't really play it. So now you've got the guy who's up 4 playing a draw shot. So that might be your best opportunity to have something work out. So yeah,
okay,
that's how it works.
Yeah. So I mean, he's you know, it seems remarkable to me 2 shots later, like he's in a great situation. I mean, 2 shots ago, 4 was lying, or sorry, yellow was lying 4 around the 4 foot, and it looked horrendous. But now by playing that pocket and leaving the rocks in play when it's really tempting to kill him, you know, he's manufactured a pretty good situation.
Yeah, and it kind of works out. You know, he's got the guy up 4 playing a draw shot, and you know, if he makes it perfect, you could be dead, but it's your only chance. So, you know, it's a victory at this point.
Yeah.
Do you have room?
Looking at that back one.
Yeah, maybe. Throw peel. Yeah, I do. Okay. Yeah, that's great.
Looking at
So takeaways are, you know, when you're down and you're trying to score, all rocks are your friends. And you know, it's you're desperate, you're down by 4. So leave rocks in play. And as you say, like, I like that line about, you know, let's not look at these as yellows or reds with half an end to play. These are rocks. And
that's exactly how you look at it. These aren't counters for another 8 rocks. Who cares what color they are? These are just pieces of granite that you can use to put your rock in a good spot. Like, these are not, these don't have, in my mind, these just don't have colors on them at this point. These are just building blocks that I can use to secure my stone and then cross my fingers.